In this lesson, you will learn how to organize the collection and storage of recyclables at home, which will help to properly sort your waste. Today we will be talking about different types of recyclables. Some of them might be complicated or unfamiliar to you, but don't worry, in future lessons we will talk about each of them in depth. Here's a simple way to sort. Find the closest waste collection point by studying the map of your city. You can do that by looking up reception of recyclables. It is more useful to find a place where you can bring multiple types of waste. It is up to you as to which recyclable you are going to collect. You can certainly start collecting all types of waste at once, but that will require more space at your home, so don't overestimate yourself. The next step is to think of where to store the recyclables. You may find a table with some examples of how to store different types of recyclables in the comments to this lesson. Here's what it looks like. The first 3 rows are marked because those recyclables can be stored together for convenience. But you do not have to follow these recommendations precisely, it is simply a suggestion. Your next step is to mark each storage capacity with a permanent marker or a sticker. This way you will not confuse your storage capacities. Moreover, this can indirectly teach you to separate your waste. Lastly, you need to find a place to keep your storage capacities. The best place for that would be in the kitchen, next to a trash can. You can also keep your storage capacities on a balcony or in a storage room. One thing to note is that paper waste and textile should be kept in a dry area, otherwise they can get musty. An organizer box can be useful as well. When it is full, you should bring the box to your storage capacities and properly sort recyclables. In the end, you will get a trash can for mixed waste and marked storage capacities for separation of the recyclables. When your storage capacities are full, you should bring them to the nearest reception point. You can collect waste in places such as a lobby or a corridor. Put your marked storage units in an appropriate place. Not only with this safe space in your apartment, but also involve your neighbors in waste separation. You might be thinking that this is a bad idea that will result in the storage capacity being filled with cigarette stubs. That's how human nature is. If there is a new rule, it can be broken. But over time, as your neighbor sees that the storage capacity is being used as intended, he will stop using it as an ashtray, and one day he will put his own batteries in there too. To make it easier for your neighbors to understand, we made up an example of a message. Such notes will help to put your neighbors positively or at least neutrally about sorting. We recommend that you leave the number of your apartment and your name. This will make people believe that the storage capacity belongs to someone, so no one else can use it any other way. I will put the example of a note in the comments. Good luck with sorting. In our next lesson, we will talk more about recyclables, namely batteries.